This video will demonstrate how to compute the mean, variance, and standard deviation of a discrete probability distribution. The random variable x is the number of pet dogs owned by a community college student. There are 5 outcomes: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The probability of each outcome is listed below. So for example, if we wanted to find the probability that a college student owns 2 dogs, that probability is 0.38. To compute the mean, we can refer back to the mathematical formula. We would multiply each outcome with the corresponding probability and then sum all the outcomes. Excel has a built-in function called sum product. This computes the product of 2 values in different cells and adds those products together. It can be used to compute the mean, also the variance and standard deviation. So we type in the equal sign to inform Excel that we wish to activate one of its built-in functions. Next, we type in sum product with a pair of parentheses to contain our array of values. Inside the parentheses, we select the first array of values. That will be the outcomes of x. We place a comma, and then we select the second array of values, which are the probabilities. The sum product will multiply each outcome with each probability and then add the results. We have the mean is equal to 1.58. We could also adjust the amount of decimal places we wish to display. In this case, I will leave it at 2 decimal places. To compute the variance, we have to multiply the square of each outcome with the corresponding probability. Sum those products and then subtract the mean squared. Before we begin the process of computing the variance, we should compute the squares of each outcome. To accomplish this, we select a cell above the first outcome, type in an equal sign, and select that cell. Type in the caret symbol, which is Shift 6. That represents a power in Excel. Type in 2 to represent the square. Hit enter, and we have our result. 0 squared is 0. Next, we select the cell, and if one notices, there's a little box in the lower right-hand corner of the cell. Position the cursor above that box. When the cursor transforms into a cross, drag the result to the right, and all the outcomes will now be squared. To compute the variance, we will apply the sum product using the array of the squared values and the array of the probabilities. And then finally, we will subtract out the mean squared. Type in equals, sum product, parentheses, select the first array, which are the squared values of the outcomes, comma, select the probabilities, close the parentheses, and then type in minus, select the cell that contains the value of the mean, raise it to the second power, hit enter. Since 3 decimal places are displayed, we'll just round it to 2. So select the decrease decimal button on Excel. Finally, to compute the standard deviation, we need to take the square root of the variance. Excel has a built-in square root function. We type equals SQRT parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we select the cell that contains the variance. Hit enter. And let's round to 2 decimal places using the decrease decimal button. We now have the values for the mean, variance, and standard deviation. This video has now concluded.